What is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Garcelle. Welcome back to another video. Today we are doing the 2019 bracket challenge for the MLS Championship trophy for this season. So I have to say that I got new lights. I'm so excited. You can probably see that the lighting behind me is a lot better. So I hope that changes the experience of the videos. But yeah, let's just take it away with the MLS Bracket Challenge. So what we have in front of us today is the MLS Bracket Challenge. And I'm going to try and predict who I think is going to win the 2019 MLS Championship. Now, I'm going to be real. I'm not going to say Toronto because the chances of Toronto beating all these teams is just it's not likely. So I'm just going to be real with you. But if I do think Toronto has a fair shot, I will make them go as far as they can. So without further ado, let's start with the bracket challenge. All right, so you got Minnesota versus LA Galaxy. So I don't know about Minnesota and LA Galaxy. I know that Minnesota is a really good team. I think they just position well. But something tells me that Zlatan Ibrahimovic is just a beast. He's a beast when it comes to performing well. You know, the Galaxy didn't make the playoffs last year. Now that they've made the playoffs, I feel like Ibrahimovic will give them a show. I'm picking the Galaxy over Minnesota in the first round. Real Salt Lake versus the Portland Timbers. Now, the Timbers surprised everyone last year. The Timbers came in to be, I believe, 5th place, and they went to the finals against Atlanta United. So they are a playoff team. They are playoff contenders. When they beat TFC in the regular season, they were really hot. Now, they've fallen off the ladder a little bit, but I still think that Portland is a really good team. So it's going to come down to the wire. Is Real Salt Lake a really good team? We're going to have to figure that out. But I think, for my opinion, on what happened last year, I have to carry that to playoff experience for this year, and I'm going to have to go with the Portland Timbers. Seattle versus FC Dallas. Seattle Sounders are playoff beasts, but they didn't perform well last year. They choked in the first round. That doesn't matter. It matters who they're playing right now, and that's FC Dallas. FC Dallas won 6-0 their last game. They have been on fire. They have been fighting and racing their butts to get into the playoffs. They have been busting their butts to get into this playoff spot, and they are here, and they're present, and they're away. So, you know, the chances of Seattle beating FC Dallas are very high. So, you know what? I don't believe in an underdog story. I don't believe FC Dallas will win this one. I'm going to go with my gut and say Seattle's got this one. This game literally happened this week, and Atlanta won. They won 3-1 over New England. I have no doubt in my mind that New England will give Atlanta a good fight. But at home, Atlanta can do anything. Their crowd is ecstatic. It is always ecstatic. They have an amazing crowd, an amazing atmosphere to be in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And Joseph Martinez, when you get in his way, watch out. He is a threat to come with Atlanta United over New England. Philadelphia Union versus the New York Red Bulls. Now, I think Philadelphia is a good team, but I think they've really hung on to the third spot by pure luck. The Red Bulls lost to Montreal Impact. Okay, you could say they're not playing well right now, but I don't really know too much history about Philadelphia, more than they have good defense. I don't know their attack. I know the Red Bulls have really gotten some good attacking pieces since Bradley Wright Phillips left to the bench. So, you know, this is a tough one. I'm going to go to head-to-head, and let's see what they can do, or who is better head-to-head. So if you take a look over here, right there, you're going to see that the New York Red Bulls just recently beat the Philadelphia Union 2-0, but they did end up beating the New York Red Bulls Philadelphia Union 3-2. So, going off old statistics, I mean, it's clear to see that they both won at each other's home. So, judging by that, I don't know. I just want to say New York Red Bulls just because I know they're a really good team, but I don't feel like this is going to happen. I feel like Philadelphia is going to be the team that's just going to, nobody wants to win, but somehow they're going to pull off a W, upset everyone, and they're going to the next round. Philadelphia Union for the next round. Toronto FC versus DC United. Hey, I am so happy. Toronto FC won against Columbus Crew. I know this is a little bit off topic, but they beat Columbus Crew to win the game 1-0. DC United ended up tying Cincinnati FC. And then the New York Red Bulls lost 3-1 in Montreal, as I said earlier. So that put TFC in fourth. We have home ground against DC United. Now, I know our record is not too shabby against DC United, but the home ground, playoffs, no doubt in my mind that TFC will win this game. All right, moving on to LAFC versus LA Galaxy. This is probably the toughest playoff match in the entire series. These two teams played each other last year. They played each other this year. LA Galaxy won. We could argue that Carlos Vela is in his prime right now and that Ibrahimovic is past his prime, but he's still playing really well. So I just want to put it out there. Sorry, all you LA Galaxy fans. LAFC is going to win this game. They are home, all right? LA Galaxy beat LAFC at home before, but that was regular season. There wasn't the flavor from LAFC. You know, they didn't have it. And I'm just going to say it. Like, the Galaxy are not going to get farther than LAFC. This is a first-place team. They are the best in the league. All right, when it comes down to winning games under pressure, Carlos Vela is going to be the man to do that. All right, he scored 3 goals in his last game of the regular season. He's in his prime form. I know Ibrahimovic is only 3 goals behind him, but I believe LAFC will just pull this one out, especially if these games are going to legs. LAFC will win at home. LAFC will win away. LAFC will win this series. All right, so Portland versus Seattle. So I think Seattle is a really good team. Something screams really good for Portland, but even though I said Portland had a really good playoff series last time, I don't see it this time. Okay, I don't see Portland repeating what they did last year. They had a couple players last year. I searched it up. They had a couple players that helped them to get there. They got rid of some players because of the Cincinnati draft and or the Cincinnati expansion, and they traded a bunch of players away. And so Portland's missing a couple pieces they had last year that helped them out. So when in doubt, pick the better team. Seattle will beat Portland. Philadelphia versus Atlanta United. No question in my head that it's going to be Atlanta United. This team is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I don't know if they're going to lose. I mean, they're just so good. And they're in their prime form. You know, missing Joseph Martinez could be a really big factor. But if Atlanta makes it past New England, Atlanta United should have Joseph Martinez back. Even though he won't be in his prime form, Atlanta United could win this thing without Joseph Martinez. They're just a really good team, and with home advantage, it's really hard to come by them. New York City FC versus Toronto FC. This is a touchy subject, mostly because New York City FC fans are afraid of Toronto. Okay, they're afraid. This is a 2-leg series, so it's not a wild card game. So this is really going to be big. Mentioning the fact that Toronto FC went to the finals 1 year against New York City FC. You know, they beat New York City FC 5-1, 5-0, or was it 5-1? I think it was 5-0 at home, at New York City's home, and then Toronto FC won the second leg at home. So TFC, they're an away team. Okay, they win games on the road. They play really, really well on the road. But it's going to be hard to count out New York City FC. I mean, they deserve the title. They came first place in the Eastern Conference. They're playing really well. They're in good form. You know, they got great center midfielders, great attackers, great defenders. Their goaltender's not so bad. It's really going to come down to, can TFC do what they did against LAFC just a couple weeks back. Can they put that pressure that they had on LAFC? I think if they do that, and I believe they will, if Alejandro Pozuelo and Altidore and Osorio and Michael Bradley and all the players from TFC, if they can perform, which they've done it before, I believe that they have the better chance of taking the series. TFC is in my pick. LAFC versus Seattle. Now, I'm not going to be biased. Okay, I like Carlos Vela. I don't like Seattle Sounders. So, it's not that I'm biased. It's that LAFC is a really good team. Really good. They're in such good form right now. They are 10 times better than they were last year. All right, Carlos Vela has just become a much better player than he was before on his previous team. And coming to LA, it's big for him, and he's now the MLS leader of all time for most goals in the regular season. So it's really hard to say that LA won't win this game, and it's really not hard to say that Seattle will lose this series. So LAFC for the dub. Toronto FC versus Atlanta United. This is where it becomes like, all right, Nick, you're a TFC fan, and I know everything in my mind is telling me you gotta pick TFC. They can do it. They can beat Atlanta. They're not going to. And Atlanta's just got our number. It's been a thing for the 3 years they've been in the league. That was gross. It's been a thing that they've had our number for the past 3 years. So it's not a surprise that Atlanta United will win this series, and it's not surprising to me. TFC, they got far enough. That conference finals, for me, that's pretty far. We have won before, and we didn't make the finals against Seattle. But I just don't see the team that was there when we did win. I see a team trying to mimic what we had back in 2017. So, I just don't see that TFC can repeat this. And I think Atlanta United will come on top of TFC. Not by a lot, but I think Atlanta United does have our number, and it's going to come to the better team. So Atlanta United will beat TFC in a series in the conference finals. So the finals of the MLS Cup, LAFC versus Atlanta United. This is for the big money, and I can't question enough how much these teams deserve to be here. With that said, LAFC is my pick to win the MLS Cup final, and here's why. So, it's not really a surprise that you get to predict the goals. That's cool. I didn't even know that. So, it's not a surprise that LAFC has the best chance of winning this series. I mean, they're just such a good team, and I don't see a team like that choking. Now, if I were to take out LAFC, this is what I would do. All right, LAFC loses to LA Galaxy. Cool. Okay. Who beats them? LA Galaxy. Who beats Atlanta? LA Galaxy. It's really a battle of the Los Angeles teams. And let me just put that back. Sorry. It's really a battle of the Los Angeles teams. I think the Galaxy or FC is winning this championship. These two Los Angeles clubs were just built so well. And they're being carried by some very, very talented soccer players. And I really think that it's either Galaxy or LAFC to take this one. I don't think Atlanta United, well, I don't want to say they don't stand a chance. They obviously do stand a chance, but I don't think that LAFC is going to lose to Atlanta United. I just don't see it happening. And in my mind, Atlanta United had their fun last year. They won last year. They could make the final, which I've predicted them to do. But the more I think about it, the more things start to run through my head, and that's what you don't want to do. Now I'm thinking, oh, maybe TFC can make the finals. Maybe I should change it. Don't ever change your picks. Leave them the way you started them, and I'm leaving it with LAFC versus Atlanta United. So let's do this thing. Let's total goal predictions. So MLS Cup final score, conference final, total goals. Oh, wow. That is really precise. Okay. I'm going to say LAFC is going to, you get to, okay, that's cool. All right. Finals. I'm going to say 3-1. 3-1 LAFC will win the final game. Amount of goals? God, it's conference final. Atlanta United and TFC are such high-attacking teams, so let's see. First game, I predict the first game to be like I'm going to say 4-2 Atlanta. And then the second game, is the first game at home? Okay, maybe first game at home. Maybe I'll say 2-1 Atlanta. And then at home, I'll say I want to go with 3-0 for Atlanta. So comes out to, we got to do the math now. 6 goals. It's too much thinking. Yeah. And then LAFC versus Seattle Sounders. I think it's going to be low. Like, I don't think LAFC is going to score a lot of goals against such a high defensive team. So we'll see. But I think the first game is going to end 2-1, and then the next one, I think 2-0. So let's say 5 goals. Yeah. And then submit and save. Perfect. My bracket is saved. So if you do want to do the bracket challenge, the MLS bracket challenge, I will leave a link in the description. You can go do it yourself. The deadline is Saturday, October 19th. So yeah, go check it out. Make your picks. You know, you have a chance to win MLS season tickets to the team of your choice. So it's a really fun event. You know, I love playoff brackets. I do them for the NHL all the time. I believe they just started one for baseball, so that's cool. May do that one, but I think it's already up because the playoffs have already started. MLS just started theirs. NBA, I know they've been doing theirs for a long time. So, you know, brackets are fun. Playoff times are fun. So enjoy the playoffs. And that is all I have to say for today. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. If you want to see more sports videos. And share this one with your friends and family by hitting the share button below and selecting one of the many platforms provided by YouTube. That is all I have to say for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, guys.